Welcome back, Thrill Seekers. You've just boarded another episode of the Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast, the show where two teachers clock out of the classroom
and head straight for the front row of the coaster. We're bringing you all things amusement and theme parks, from breaking park news to behind-the-scenes drama.
That's right. If there's a new ride announcement, a roller coaster shutdown, a spicy guest rumor, or theme park chaos happening anywhere in the world,
we're talking about it. And yes, we're giving you our uncensored hot takes, honest opinions, and all the theme park gossip you secretly love.
Because let's be real, y'all. Theme park drama can be just as wild as the rides themselves.
And you can catch every episode on all major podcast platforms, thanks to our incredible podcast hub, Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout is our one-stop shop. It helps us distribute the podcast everywhere you listen. So no matter your platform, we've got you covered.
You can follow us right now on Thrill Seeking Teachers Podcast.buzzsprout.com.
And here's a little pro tip for our real ones. Listeners who follow us on their favorite podcast platforms get early access to episodes.
Woo! Plus, if you follow the podcast, you'll unlock bonus content, extra candid discussions, deeper dives, and conversations we might not put anywhere else.
So don't just listen, follow, rate, and comment on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.
And while you're at it, make sure you also follow the Thrill Seeking Teachers on YouTube for even more theme park content.
So buckle up,
keep your hands inside the vehicle,
and let's get thrill seeking.
Woo! Hey everybody, welcome to Thrill Seeking Teachers. Of course, you're listening to Dave and
Will.
All right, we are Thrill Seeking Teachers here, resting after a long but so fulfilling week. This was like a gift to ourselves after a long school year. We decided to go and just have so much great times at Universal and, for my first time, Disney, and just spent a week there having so much fun. And you're going to see some great vlogs done by Will, and getting back to our podcast with me and Will talking about the latest coaster news. But, you know, we just came back and there's so much news that has been going on. I just thought it'll be nice, even if it's audio, just for us to have a little bit of discussion of some of the things that have been going on. It's, you know,
I feel out of the loop.
I know. There is so much stuff. So right now we're
like when you're traveling, you're focused on being in the moment, so you don't really look at everything else.
So literally right now, this is audio, but if you can visualize me and Will right now just sitting on the couch, just coming back from a whirlwind adventure, just talking to you and just communicating with you about some of the news that's been going on in the coaster world. And I wanted this to be really relaxing and kind of a nice little setting. So you'll just be listening to us as we kind of just die down from all the craziness that we've been having and just talk to you about some news. So first off, I am so grateful and thankful for our nearly 1,500 subscribers on YouTube. That is really, really crazy amount of growth that we've been having.
Who would have thought?
It's crazy. And definitely,
y'all like them ranking and analysis,
I know,
and comparison, and
look, I'm gonna let
park is better. And,
you know, I'm coming
like
out.
Those types of
I'm gonna
videos.
finally come out with my top 25. I'm not Will is the historian. Will is the person that is doing all of that. And so, he is that coaster crazy person that is on every one of those Reddits. I try to get into it every now and then, but my cup of tea is always just to experience and be a part of it. So, I'm learning, all of the coasters and lingo, and I'm doing all of those things. And the craziness is Will. So
I learned something new too about Dave. I thought he and I have been coaster enthusiasts the same amount of time, and that's not true. I've been one a little longer.
Yeah, I like the experience, and I tend to I'm not as I think he feels about coaster enthusiasts being that you need to know like every detail, and I'm not of that nature. I
like to ride the rides.
I just like to ride the rides. I like them, and that still makes me a coaster enthusiast.
I think that's good enough.
And and I was telling Will about this. We was having a discussion on our road trip about the term coaster enthusiast, and there is such a gatekeep in our community as to who qualifies somebody as an actual coaster enthusiast. And, my argument is saying there is actually no real person or no real, definitive body that can tell somebody if they are a coaster enthusiast or not. If you feel like you're a coaster enthusiast, then you are a coaster enthusiast. And so I think a lot of problem with some of our community is that there's a lot of people who will gatekeep these things, because if you don't know the manufacturer, you don't know who made it in what year, and if it was a drop track or a backwards spiral loop-de-loop, you're not a real coaster enthusiast. Or if you're not into dangerous elements, then you're not a coaster enthusiast. And so, he was, talking about bodies of ACE and all of those things, IMDb or something like that.
IMDb is for film.
I don't have no idea. Again, I don't have I don't know that. What's the body called?
RCDB.
Yeah, RCDB. And so, many people don't know what RCDB is. And so, if I said that on a Facebook forum, I will get my ass chewed out by...
You know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is. But let's say a regular, not a regular person, a person who, doesn't frequent coasters as much, says something and messes up the acronym or something, there'll be like thousands of people like chewing this person out. And, oh, you're not a real coaster. You're not a coaster lover. You're not real. I'm like, well, what actually qualifies a person to tell somebody if they're a coaster enthusiast or not? And that's like a real discussion that I think our community really needs to have, of how sometimes we kind of gatekeep, the thing that we love, and kind of shun people away because they don't know this particular thing, or don't say this thing right, or, this, that, and the other. So, I mean, that's a thing that I just kind of thought about as I was sitting here. But just talking about all the growth that we've been having, pretty soon I'm thinking about, starting a website. Let me know what you think about that. If you think that we should even, have a website. We have a Facebook page. You can always check us out on Thrill Seeking Teachers Facebook. We have a TikTok channel, Thrill Seeking Teachers. Just type that in. And
sounds like more work.
There probably is, but I think it's really, really cool, and also it'll give us a chance to really blog and talk about different rides, and really especially for a historian like you, maybe even write some articles about different rides and really.
Like I said, sounds like it.
but you like that kind of work.
I do, but
Exactly. You like it.
to an extent.
You like it. So you said, you never thought you would like doing the video editing, but now you like it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, to each his own. But I'm thinking about starting a website, thinking also about maybe starting some merch. Because, we go around to these parks and they see our thrill-seeking teachers shirt and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm a teacher too. And I think it's really cool that, if teachers have a t-shirt saying, hey, we love thrill-seeking as well. So if you like that, please let us know. Do all the things. This is audio right now, but if you like what we talk about, any of our discussions, please give us 5-star. If it's on Apple Music or Spotify, give us a comment.
You're begging too much. Let's get to the news.
No, no, I'm going to keep begging because that's what we need to always do, is to make sure we advertise ourselves and do that. So again, also our sponsor is Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout is our hub for all of our podcasting. We have a website on there. Please make sure you subscribe to us and go to, wait a second, let me look at it. There it is. Thrill-Seeking Teachers Podcast.buzzsprout.com. And don't forget our buymeacoffee.com/thrill-seeking teachers if you love what we're doing and would like to give us a tip. And with that, we are getting into the news. All right, so we have some news. So I actually put this together. So let's get started. First off, the big news, one of our favorite theme parks, Holiday World, announced their brand new coaster, which is called Cannonball. This is going to be coming out in 2027. Holiday World just dropped a $22 million bomb, designed by, of course, Mock Rides. Mock Rides is awesome.
They've been on us.
They've been doing a lot
in the U.S. I mean, most of their coasters are abroad, and of course, they feature a lot of their massive coasters in their majestic theme park, Europa Park.
But yeah, they are doing some great stuff over here.
I'm glad we're getting more modern mock.
Do you think that they might actually make a manufacturing facility here? No,
absolutely not.
Oh, why?
It's expensive.
But they have the money.
They would make more money to have the stuff sent from there to over here.
Tariffs. All right. So designed by Mock Rise for their 4th of July section. Yay. We just celebrated 4th of July. It is slated to open May of 2027. It is aiming for 2 massive national records: the tallest drop, 75 feet, and the fastest speed, 45 miles per hour.
Sounds like a family coaster.
So it is much needed at that park. I know from...
Yeah, they need a go-between.
Yeah, but I remember one of our mutuals, Nick Ramos, talked to us about they used to have a water coaster that was there kind of just like that, but they took it out. And so this is their replacement for that. So this is slated to be a very, very good addition to Holiday World. Of course, if you don't know, Holiday World is a awesome theme park. I will always sing its praises. I love that place so much. It houses my number one, I don't know. I don't know if it's my number one. I want to say it's my number one coaster, The Voyage. If you've never been on there, you have got to, for God's sakes, get your ass over to Santa Claus, Indiana. Oh,
It's damn sure my number.
He just showed me his list. He was like,
My North American top 10 goes like this.
"Oh wait, hold up, you got
The Voyage is number 1.
Wait.
Steel Vengeance is number 2. Jurassic World Velocicoaster is number 3. Top Thrill 2 is number 4. Fury 325 is number 5. Time Traveler is number 6. Iron Gwazi is number 7. Wildcat's Revenge is number 8. Stardust Racers, both sides, is number 9. And Air Force One is number 10.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait for you guys to hear my top 25
On YouTube.
On YouTube. So I'm not going to divulge mine, but he recently did one, and I think it changed, right? Yours kind of changed.
Yeah, it's changed since we've had some rerides on stuff.
And this new stuff.
Yeah, I did a top 25 YouTube video back in January.
Yeah.
And I've gotten some new credits that I want to add to the list. So I might do another one maybe before the summer's over. Or maybe,
no, you gotta wait for mine. No, don't do that crap.
Maybe before before the end of the year.
Okay, maybe, but don't do that crap.
Because we just published a Giga Coaster ranking video that's doing exceptionally well.
Okay, all right. Look at you. You're patting yourself on the back. Look at him. He's patting himself on.
The community likes rankings.
Yes, I know that. Great, but they also love to hear the news. And so I definitely want to make sure we also give them that. And so that is Holiday World, and we're going to...
Sounds like a family coaster. But, I mean, I think a family coaster, a go-between, because right now they have intense.
Well, they have they have the water coaster.
Well, no, they have the kiddie coaster.
And the good gravy.
Good. Yay, coma.
The boomerang is good. It's good. The theming is awesome. I love it.
The theming is better than the ride.
The thrill-seeking teachers will be right back after a quick message from Lululemon. All right, next story. We have, of course, the replacement of the beloved King Ka. It's the Great Adventures answer to that, which is, of course, Project Purple. And it has now gotten its, it's gotten their spike, I think. It's
done. The track is done.
The track is done, guys.
They just got to finish the station and the landscaping and some electrical work, but the tracking is finished.
It's a record-breaking launch coaster that is slated to come out in 2027.
One time, probably.
I'm very, very, very skeptical about that. I'm very skeptical because Six Flags is absolutely known to say that they're ready to open something and then it's not.
You think it's going to be a problem with something?
Well,
I mean, look at
first of all, because that's my next story. But the first part is that this is a absolute prototype. This has absolutely never been done. This is mock. This is like the BMW of coasters and manufacturers. I'm absolutely nervous of how much of uptime that thing is going to get, because
how much downtime.
Well, downtime. That's what I meant. Because look, when you have a BMW, you're not going to take it to Jiffy Lube to get an oil change. Like you can't skip on luxury brands. Like and I'm afraid because of the history of Six Flags and the history of what they do to cut corners, there might be a lot of downtime with this ride. And the concept of this is absolutely awesome. I know for a simple fact that I am not going to be there on opening day.
No.
It is absolutely never going to happen because the amount of weight that you're going to have to endure to even try to get on this. And then you'll probably get there. It'll be down like most of the day. And they'll probably run one train.
If it's opening with the top of the season, once the season starts, I might wait till spring break or the summer.
I have to like wait to see how it's going to work. But you know, those big names on YouTube are going to be the first ones that ride it. You know, and we're just going to have to be those people that wait.
Well, we're going to get a media invite. We are on the creators media
for now. For now. But please make it's our appeal to Six Flags. Please make us a media invite. Please.
We're already on the media list.
Well, keep us on there. Ooh, make us a priority. Yeah. All right. But the Shoreline Pier is now open. And so what do you think about this opening?
I think it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be it's a nice themed area. It's themed to the Jersey Shore. I think they did a great job capturing that aesthetic. I didn't when I heard a lot of the rides were coming from Six Flags America, I was like, it's gonna look a mess. But the repainting of the spinning coaster that was green that's now blue looks awesome. I think they got new trains for that too.
Mm-hmm. The Raging Cajun.
Barrels of Fun now.
Barrels of Fun.
Is that a new credit?
Well, if they repaint it, is that like?
I mean, is that a new credit, guys?
No, because I mean that's a discussion amongst the enthusiast forums.
There's some to say it is, and there's some to say it isn't. I mean,
again, there's no definition that tells us that.
It is, yes, it's the same track and same layout, but it's at a new park with a new theme, and it is.
So then it'll count towards your credit.
It offers you a new experience, and they changed the name.
How is it a new experience? Because the same track.
It's the same,
but it's the same track
with different cars.
But it's the same track
in a different park.
But it's the same track.
Different park.
It's the same track.
They could have torqued it with new screws.
How?
It was retorqued with the new
screws. I see.
The rattle is gone.
How? What?
I'm making that up.
You don't even know. It's just it's a whole made up thing. It's a made up concept.
I'm one of those people that think that if a ride is moved from one park to
but it's the exact same layout. It's the exact same.
The same thing can be argued with all of the Batman clones, yet people count them as different credits.
Who said that they did?
They're listed under RCDB and all of the various log ride applications as different credits. All of the Batman clones. So Chupacabra is a different ride. Batman the Ride at Great Adventures is a different ride. Batman at Over Georgia is a different ride. Batman at Over Texas is a different ride. The Batman at Magic Mountains. They're all considered different rides.
But
the layouts are.
Their layouts are not
identical.
Are they
they're
really?
All clones. That's why they're called the Batman clones.
No, but I mean, it could be the same kind of ride.
I mean, it's the same layout. That's why they're called the Batman clones. I've studied it. They're literally clones of each other.
But so I will count that as one.
But they're all counted as different credits because they're at different parks.
I don't consider that
because of the maintenance. And what?
How is it different?
They're different because each part can do different things to them to get them run differently. So, like for example, the Batman at
but it's the same exact ride.
Hear me out. The Batman at Over Georgia is considered the best of the clones because it runs faster than all of the other ones because of how they put the wheel bearings on.
But it's the same ride.
Yeah, it's the same ride.
I don't know. That doesn't really make a lot of sense.
They're Batman clones, but
so that means that they're clones. They're the same exact ride that you get.
Yeah. But they're different. They're each a different credit because they're all at different parks.
I think they do that because it's just at a different park.
Yeah. So
But if they move that same exact ride.
But they were built at that park. So
yeah, they were built at that park.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't moved, right?
No.
So Raging Cajun was
But they're
moved.
built as clones.
No. But hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yours, if Raging Cajun was taken out of that park and moved to another park,
mm-hmm.
that will then count as the same exact ride because it's the same exact ride. Like the other
the clones were built at
different. Yes, they were built at each perspective park.
Yeah.
Okay. So
why can't you consider? I don't know. It's
very, very sketch to me.
It's super gray.
It's very gray and it has no definition.
I think it's a new credit because it's at a different park.
Well, Shoreline Pier.
Thinking of the construction, they could have done some different profiling. They have to torque it differently because of the landscaping and the land grading. So that could change a little bit of the ride profiling.
Okay, well, what do you think? Put it in the comments or let us know what you think. What you think about. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to the news.
That slap of blue paint made it a new ride.
Next story. All right. So the next story, just kind of goes, shifts to what we were talking about before. As of this recording, it is July 8th, but July 9th is the official opening of the new Tormenta Rampaging Run at Six Flags Over Texas.
Yay, you died.
And on YouTube right now, you could go and see POVs from the media people and, those people that did the media kits and all the media invites people that got that. So, they got a brand new dive coaster. 309 feet. Fastest dive coaster at 87 miles per hour. The longest dive coaster, which is 4,199 feet of track. The highest beyond vertical drop, a 285-foot plunge at a terrifying 95-degree angle. The highest Immelman
loop.
See, look, don't kill me.
You don't know what Immelman is, y'all.
All right, don't kill me, people. Don't do that. Sitting at a pretty 218 feet in the air, and the tallest vertical coaster loop, a massive 179-foot loop, the highest loop of any coaster in the world. Woo!
I think that's actually inaccurate.
Why?
I think the Iron Rattler or some coaster at Qiddiya has a bigger loop.
According to articles that I've researched, they say it's the tallest vertical coaster loop.
We might have to check that.
Qiddiya
was saying they had the tallest vertical loop on some coaster there. I don't know. Maybe that was then.
I don't know. But I don't know. It looks pretty terrifying. Looks pretty nice. I have not.
A dive coaster.
It's a dive coaster. I think from what I was hearing from some of the coaster enthusiasts and people around town, is that it kind of meanders after that, second dive. They have that little second mid-course brake run, which I don't like. That's the only thing I don't like about dive coasters. Why do they always put that mid-course brake run?
So Iron Menace did not do that. Neither did Wrath of Rakshasa, and neither does Dr. Diabolical.
No, Dr. Diabolical definitely has it. I remember that one.
I don't remember it having it.
I remember that one.
Or maybe it's Wrath of Kshasa or Iron. I don't know. But one of the junior dives don't have the mist.
Yeah, and I don't understand why they have to have it. It just it really takes away the momentum of the dive unless they're planning on having some kind of big element after that mid-course break run. Like, and I think they are thinking that people need to have a break because they're about to like throw up their lunch or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I like dive coasters. My favorite is Yukon Striker.
You like dive coasters? Because it seems like you don't.
I like Yukon Striker.
It seems like you don't.
I like Yukon Striker and Griffin.
No, you liked the one at Cedar Point.
I do like Valraven.
Yeah. That was the first. I remember when we rose riding. You loved that one.
Yeah, I like Valraven. Okay, so yeah, I do like dives.
It's like you always like dives. Okay, the thing is, with Will is it's a one trick pony, which is kind of true.
I just wish they made the layouts more dynamic. Like they didn't copy and paste the layout.
Well, this is the tallest. This is the tallest plunge at a 95-degree angle.
But I feel like the layout is the same as like Yukon Striker or like
there might be so many
vertical loop,
right? But there's but so much you can do.
No, a park can choose to customize it more. It just costs more money.
I mean, how much more like elements could you possibly do?
Whatever you want and whatever you're willing to pay for.
You can't do that much with that capacity of a machine. That thing holds like 30 seats.
If a park came to B&M and says, I want a dive with a 0G stall on it, and if they gave them the money to do it, they'd figure out how to do it.
Wait, you'll have them make a 0G stall how would you make that momentum for a capacity machine like that to have a 0G stall?
They'll figure out a way if the money's right.
That is ridiculous. I don't know if you can do that.
These manufacturers have large research and development teams that work congruently with the parks or work in tandem with the parks to figure out the layouts. Like, for example, I was listening to a podcast with an engineer from Premier Rides in Canada's Wonderland, and they were talking about how Canada's Wonderland kept sending back the sketches, sending back the schematics because they weren't pleased and they wanted this extra element, and then they had to come back with them with the redrawing of Alpenfury like multiple times before Canada's Wonderland was really pleased with the layout. So,
but that's easier when you have like a train of 12. Like when you have 30 people on one train telling them to have a momentum of a 0G stall or let's say Mosasaurus roll.
Mosasaurus roll.
Well, you know what I meant. I mean, I think there might be some more fit. Maybe they could do a LSM launch an LSM launch upside down.
Again, if a park said, but parks don't go to B&M for innovation. They go to B&M for capacity.
Yes.
And they know what they're getting, and they know that they don't want to rock the boat, and it's already expensive. So the best thing they could do is just increase the height. It's still the ride is still generally the same as all the other dives. It's just taller. Now, my favorite dive is Yukon Striker because it's a just slightly different layout than all of the other. Because again, Canada's Wonderland did a custom layout with B&M for that dive.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's kind of
this one is kind of like Rakshasa on a bigger scale.
Yeah, and my thing is I don't know if it may be something where it's money related or if it's like physics related that you could only do but so much in the physics aspect of 30 people.
If you think of it, if you drop big enough, instead of that big Immelman, it could just do a big flip over and then stall, then do an Immelman loop over, then come back over.
All I want them to do is take away that mid-break run. That's all.
Yeah.
I just think that it will be so much more better if they just kept the elements going throughout the entire thing.
I agree.
Yes. Yes.
But or just had it speed. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Or just I'm tired from doing nothing all day. Or just had
he was editing.
Through, or just I finished our Disney video.
Disney.
I said so this is the first time I ever set and edited a video, and it literally took me 6.5 hours from start to finish.
Yeah, so but that was putting it together.
Yeah. But anyways.
All right, so next story. Okay, so on to our next story. This is a story that is really, really big and talking with a lot of coaster enthusiasts. There is so much divisiveness on this issue. July 1st, the Universal Kids Resort had its grand opening.
Oh, yeah.
It is located in Frisco, Texas. This is a highly anticipated regional park that had its grand opening, and it features seven lands tailored to young families. You have Shrek, you have SpongeBob, you have Minions, you have some other stuff. The industry is watching this closely to see if Universal's regional concept will disrupt traditional smaller amusement parks.
It won't. Let me tell you something. If they wanted to do it the right way, they could have what's the perfect family park in the United States? It's called the Magic Kingdom. A park, it literally has something for everybody. The Magic Kingdom has 14 rides that don't have a height limit.
Mm-hmm.
14 rides. So you can get on that shit with your toddler that you just had. With your infant that you just had 2 weeks prior to going to the park.
Mm-hmm.
With your baby in your arms. You can get on People Mover or whatever, or what's the Barnstormer? Or whatever those rides are. They have all of those rides and then they have the intermediary rides, and then you can end the night with Tron if you want to. There's the
thrill.
Yeah, there's a couple of rides there for the thrill. Like the Magic Kingdom is the most balanced, complete family park in the world. If they wanted to do it the right way, they should have. Disney and Universal copy off of each other anyways, so why not copy off of the Magic Kingdom in this aspect?
I think what Universal was trying to do was they were trying to cater a market to the small children, and they were trying to capitalize on the younger generation in that area. Because when I was looking at YouTube and looking at all the research, that area, is filled with young children, and they were trying to capitalize on a market down there. And what ended up happening was they were pushed and so much red tape in that area. One, I really don't understand why they didn't pull out of that deal in the first place. It seemed like a horrible deal in the first place when you look at how much red tape that they had to go through in terms of the backlash from the community, in terms of all of the requirements that town ended up putting for Universal, the amount of small budget, to you and me, 500 million seems like a lot.
It is a lot. Shit.
But to Universal, that just literally spent over $7 billion on a brand new theme park. 500 million.
The same thing all over again in Europe.
Yes, 500 million is a drop of the bucket for them.
Yeah.
And so it seemed like it was so much more bite for them that they didn't need to take. They really did not need this. They didn't need all of the height requirements, the oh, you can't do this, or you can't we got to make sure we don't have too much of that. I really don't. I really want to understand from the aspect from Universal corporate. And I want to ask them what made them really decide to really push on this, because in all aspects, and when you really look at it, they didn't need this.
No.
And even if like they wanted a universal, even if they wanted a universal kiss, maybe you could have done it in California. Maybe you could have done it somewhere. But why Texas? One, it's absolutely, the summers are brutal there, brutal. And it was not something that the town really wanted. The town never really wanted that there.
I know the challenge at Universal Hollywood is land and grading, but why not figure out a way to build the second gate somewhere close to the Hollywood park?
Yeah, I really don't understand from their perspective what they were trying to get out of this.
No.
What was the end goal to get out of this? Because because when I was doing my research on this, if you look at the parks, like the park right now, and if you could go on YouTube, and I'm sure we'll talk about this on our visual podcast and show pictures, but when you look at at what the look of this park looks like, you could get a pretty decent fare to kind of look like that. It's not like it's of universal quality where somebody's going to should want to spend $80 to $90 going there, when you have a regional park that's there, or a amusement park that is around $40-something.
Right.
I mean, if you're putting your name, and I think we heard about we listened to this on a podcast where they were saying, if you're going to put the Universal name, there's a certain expectation that people are going to have. And now what you're having is influencers going there, trying to placate and make excuses for them.
Of course.
When we're saying, when we're saying the actual truth, people are going to call us haters. But I want us to, make sure that we hold these companies accountable for their product. And if they're going to give us a lackluster product, we can't accept it. No. We can't accept it and say, okay, because then they're going to say, all right, they accepted our bullshit. Let's give them more. And this is Universal, for damn sake. I think what they did was something half-assed. This was something that was not needed. It was not a good suggestion, as somebody said, was they shouldn't have named it Universal. They should have made it a branch off or a subsidiary of something, and then see to test the waters on that.
Should have just put it someplace completely away from this whack ass community.
Yeah,
that stripped the park with all of these community restrictions.
Yes,
legally, so they couldn't do the things
they wanted to do. And I'm saying, like, it's not like I want to ask the executives, why there?
I don't know.
Why, if the neighborhood obviously didn't want you there. The neighborhood put these.
It's so bad that they had to, all of the grown trees that they could have put in the park, they had to put around the perimeter of the entire all of the acreage that they own to obscure the sight lines of the park.
Exactly. So the community didn't even want to see it.
So you can buy, like, we know you can buy grown trees because they bought adult trees and put them around the entire perimeter.
Exactly.
Block the
so you,
sight
first of all, the amount of no trees, or small trees that in that park is going to kill those people in the summer because of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
There's no painting on the concrete, very little. It shows that there's not a lot of budget there. They put grown trees around the area to obscure the actual destination, which makes me believe that the neighborhood didn't even want them there. So why push so hard for Frisco? Is there an end game that you're seeing that we're not seeing, that you're saying that you want to push this? It wasn't necessary. You're building a over multi-billion-dollar park in UK right now. Like, this was small apples to you. This was not needed. So my hope with this is that they see the error of their freaking ways and they sell this park off. They cut their losses, sell this park off, count it as a mistake, and move the fuck on. Because this is insulting. The way it is right now. If they want to go ahead and spend another $1 billion and develop this and try to persuade
another half billion
and try to persuade it, maybe fine. But my question is, why there? Why is it such a huge deal for you? It's not like Disney's knocking on the back door over there.
And tell us something about Katy, Texas that we don't already know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe is there something that they have that we're not understanding? Because Disney is not trying it, and so it doesn't seem like you're really doing something there. So I don't know what do y'all think about this? This is something that's developing. It is absolutely crazy. And, I just want to hear from you. What do you think about it? All right, on to our next story. Mm-hmm. Okay. We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
I know. This is a very complicated story that I really honestly don't know so much about because I'm not in the actual business industry for this, and so I'll just talk about it.
I'll talk about it. Well, I mean, I did.
Let me say the article. Well, let me say what the thing is. All right, so Comcast is splitting up. This is why Comcast is who owns Universal, basically NBC Universal and Comcast. This is big news. Comcast announced plans to split off its cable network into a separate public company while keeping Universal destinations and experiences tied directly to its core. Mm-hmm. This keeps theme park funding highly secured and directly linked to film IP. So this means that now, if, I'm understanding from a superficial understanding, the broadband of Comcast will be a separate company while Universal and NBC is on another company in itself. So there are going to be two publicly traded companies. Why this is such a big deal is that now that Comcast is splitting, now people are kind of worried as
the money's going to stop.
The money is going to stop, one. And then two, is this going to make the NBC and Universal destinations more favorable for a hostile takeover of another company? And, right now, people are really liking the way things are, with Comcast owning Universal and where the investment that Comcast is making, and everybody is comfortable with the way things are. And what's uncomfortable now is when you have these business shifts that just happen in the darkness, things and experiences that you're used to sometimes get put to the sideline. And that is kind of scary to a lot of people. And I don't know. Will?
I mean, here's the thing. Universal, at some point, was also under private equity. I don't know if you know the history.
Yeah.
But it was at some point under private equity. It grew. And Comcast has only owned it for the past 16, 17 years.
But they made it
some money.
They made it what it is.
Like Diagonal.
They made it what it is.
Yeah,
they're the ones that really made it what it is.
They put some money, honey.
And so that now the way things are is Universal is neck and neck with Disney.
It's getting there.
It's getting there really quickly. And what people are worried about is with this deal, is this now going to slow down how things are?
I don't think so.
I'm worried.
I don't think so. I'm not necessarily worried because this stuff happens in business all the time. I think the parks are going to continue growing because a lot of the financial commitments have already been made. You're talking about these grand scale projects that they've been developing for 5 years to a decade with contracts already paid. These contracts have been done for years. They're not just going to all of a sudden stop. They can.
I don't you don't think they can?
It's far more uncommon than it is common for them to just say, okay. Now, they might scale back some of the money, but they rarely stop the projects. I think it might be a good thing. There's a lot of bureaucracy the parks have to go through with getting the financing from Comcast. Yes, Comcast would open their endless pockets for them, but it would be a lot of, from what I've read, the bureaucracy was endless. With the CEO of Universal Destinations and Resorts, he had to go through loops and hurdles to get the financial commitment since he's been leading. So everyone there are a lot of people that I've read that seem to think this might be a good thing, where the whole division is the entertainment division.
I'm just scared that they might get, people, greedy little fingers like Netflix that,
Netflix wants to do theme parks. They've said it.
Yeah, but no.
Do you think they secretly set it up so Netflix could buy it?
No, I don't want them to. I don't want a tech company that doesn't know it. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think Netflix.
They said they want to do theme parks.
No.
It'll be their way in. I don't know if they could afford NBC Universal because it's still, even on its own, is a big company. It's a big company.
But Netflix is huge.
It has interest. Well, Netflix does not have networks abroad like NBC Universal does. So NBC.
They were about to buy Paramount.
They tried to. They failed.
They failed, but it was by technicality.
Yeah.
It was. They were in there. They were almost there.
So was Comcast. They failed too.
Mm.
So,
who brought Paramount?
Paramount.
Who bought Paramount?
Nobody yet.
Really?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I don't even know.
But
I don't even know that.
But I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just we haven't done it. I'm not a business. I'm not a management person that knows the bureaucracy of the whole thing.
I wanted to do more research.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where you need to have a whiteboard. You need to write all the players and kind of put a map.
Dumb it down for me.
Yes, dumb it down. I feel like somebody needs to do. Will, that should be your job. You should be like having, like, we should have a whiteboard, and you should be like, this person goes to this person, and that person, like it. You do this stuff. He's done management for Marriott, so he knows this kind of bureaucracy stuff. I have no idea. I've been a teacher forever, so I don't know this stuff. So all I know is I don't want things to change.
I just know that business is going to do what business does, and that is
being an asshole.
It's business wants to grow to make money. For
who?
For the interest within the business.
Right, which is the
people that invest in the business.
Which are?
Stockholders.
There you go.
And stockholders and owners. However, those that are in the theme park game have sense enough to know that you can't make money in your theme parks unless you grow them. Every single person.
Tell that to United.
United Parks, listen.
Tell that to them.
United Parks, with all of their dumbass choices, they still put shit in their parks every year.
What shit?
They just got a new dark ride at SeaWorld Orlando. $50 million dark ride.
That's not really doing that well.
You haven't been on it.
But I've been looking at it. According to who?
A lot of people like it. They say it's like Soarin', but like, yeah.
Womp, womp,
but,
womp.
I mean, you can't rate something you haven't experienced.
Womp, womp.
You said the same thing about...
womp, womp,
you said,
womp.
Remember, you said you weren't going to like...
what?
Rise of the Resistance, and you liked it.
I liked it. I just didn't think it was the best, but I liked it.
What's better than that?
Nothing
in the United States.
Yes.
Nothing in the United States.
I liked Ministry. You know, I don't care.
That ride
I do not care what you're saying. It is not Battle at the Resistance. Battle at the Ministry is always and forever going to be my favorite. You can sit there and say everything under the moon and stars.
Dumb elevator ride.
And that ride and the whole experience.
I think it's excellent.
Is not going to change my mind.
I think Battle at the Ministry is excellent, but it cannot compete with the scale.
No, it can, and it has, and it's done. It's done.
You should put a survey out on our...
I don't want to put a survey. I don't need a survey. I don't care. I don't care what they say. They can say it till the cows come home. It is never coming out of my mouth. not on this lifetime. Until they make a Quidditch.
There's no denying that Battle at the Ministry is the e-ticket dark ride, but it is not the e-ticket dark ride. And that goes
to it is not.
Rise of the Resistance.
Absolutely not. It was a good ride, but it's not Battle of the Ministry. But, we're always going to agree to disagree on that one. So
yeah,
it is always going to be.
But anyways, let's go. What were we talking about?
we were talking about the Comcast.
So yeah,
you're talking about Comcast. Comcast is doing some fuck shit.
They're just doing what business does, and you know what?
I don't know, but we're gonna go.
I think it would be foolish of us to believe that with all of the growth the Walt Disney World company is doing worldwide, that Universal is just going to stop. No, that's not going to happen.
We'll see.
Disney is building on. They're about to start building a new park as well abroad. So, and right now Disney still has the numbers.
Okay, first of all, Disney needs to just go ahead and do their Villains Land. Have they done that yet?
I don't know.
That thing has been in the works for now 6 years. Okay.
It's not going to be done till 2030.
Oh my!
Disney builds slow. We know that.
Oh my God. Anyway,
slow, but what they do build comes out looking good. So
next story. Here we go. Next one. All right, this one is going to be a quick one. Did you know Six Flags, dun dun dun, management has a shakeup?
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
They have a new CFO.
Yay. Effective July 15th, 2016.
They got rid of Brian Withrow.
Yeah, Mark Pauls. Can I say the story? Mark Pauls is taking over as a new chief operating officer at Six Flags Entertainment Corporation with nearly 50 years in industry experience. The community is looking to see how he addresses park operations and food and beverage quality post-merger. So Mark Pauls is taking over. What do we think?
Whatever.
We don't care. It's Six Flags. It's gonna be Six Flags. Whatever.
Just keep your promises.
What's his promise?
Well, the promise is that the top leaders said that they wanted to do. Their goal was to make sure that their parks were well-oiled machines, and some of them are not. So keep your promises. Have your 10 key parks running like 10 key parks. The complaints that I hear coming from over Texas and over Georgia, it's a little bit much, considering these are 10 key parks. So
I think they need to really understand that they're gonna have to trim a lot of fat.
Oh, they are.
No, but like even more. I'm always going to keep saying this. The only way they're going to have these real 10 key parks is they got to trim off and sell off the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 key parks. If you're going to say that they're 10 key parks, then they're going to just be the parks, period. So I just think Will thinks that Kings Dominion still will be there. If they really want to do it, I mean, Herschend is, knocking on the door.
Yeah, but Herschend, they already accumulated debt buying more parks. So I don't know if they're in the market. I don't know who's in the market. I don't know the number of players is getting smaller and smaller.
And we do need to talk about that. And that was my last story. So
the number of players
is getting
smaller.
Well, that has to do with a lot of the economy and everything that's going on right now is really getting crazy out now to where we're noticing.
Unless you get one of the big companies from abroad that wants to put their toes. What's the company that runs like Thorpe Park and Alton Tower? Merlin. Unless Merlin decides
to go to America.
I've heard
that they want to.
They want to. So
that'll be a good foot in the door.
Yeah. And Kings Dominion looks like a nice Merlin Park.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do y'all think? We're going to move to our next story. Okay. So our next story is Rip Roaring Falls. Rip Roaring Falls at Carowinds. And they announced a brand new water coaster, log flume, are the world's largest log flume ride that is coming at Carowinds in 2027. Hopefully, I think it's in the summer.
Yeah.
Of 2027.
I mean, the way it's looking, it could open with the park at the beginning of the season.
Yes.
It's already gone vertical.
It's gone vertical, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. I actually now really enjoy log flume rides. It's very nice. I didn't think I would like them, but the one at Holiday World, the one at KD, I really, really starting to like log flume ride. Log flume ride. Log flume. I can't. It just doesn't come out right. Log flume rides, and I really am starting to like it. So. This is the world's tallest log flume ride and record breaking. And it has a backwards, not launch, but a backwards hill. Mm-hmm. And that is something going to be crazy. It has animatronics and it better have it. Six Flags, you better make those animatronics. Spend the freaking money.
Mm-mm.
So They are going to have animatronics. It's going to have theming. It is going to be absolutely awesome. And it's right next to Fury, which we rode multiple times
the other day.
Yes, literally. So we got a chance to see the construction and all the excavation and all of that. So I am absolutely happy about that. Also, just sidebar, Canada's Wonderland, are they doing another ride coming up in 2027? I heard about that. I heard something about Canada's Wonderland.
I haven't heard anything about Canada's Wonderland.
Okay, never mind. It might just be, rumors and conjecture. But yeah, so I think other than the fact that we did not get to see the all brand new Celestial Goodnight, we did not get to see it. It was debuted on July 7th, which we were literally there on July 4th for Epic Universe. The Celestial Goodnight debuted to rave reviews. It is an all-new drone, water, and fireworks show that is now going to be going every single night. And it debuted on July 7th. And I am so freaking upset that they could not debut it on July 4th, which would have made a lot more sense instead of a random ass Tuesday.
They wanted people to spend more money to come back.
I don't understand that. That was so fucked up. Like, I was like, really? Y'all couldn't just pushed it back like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait, 3 days. 3 days? Y'all couldn't push it back 3 days? Like, seriously, though. Like, that was some bullshit. So we got to see the fireworks that they had for the little July 4th stuff, which was okay. But Celestial Goodnight, when I saw it, I was like, wow, it looks so good.
It does.
And it would have been just so nice to see it in person. But alas, I have to wait until I come back to Epic Universe. Well, definitely in October, but can't wait for that. I'm just planning out the days. But that is going to do it for our, audio only podcast.
Well, we didn't talk about Universal debuting Universal Nights at Epic Universe, which is going to be a new ticketed event.
From
9 until midnight.
Oh my God. Yeah. I completely forgot about that story.
From 9 till midnight. But your tickets will let you in at 7. So you'll technically,
you have 8 to, you technically have 7 to 12.
Yeah, but the thing is, the crowds, for those select days, they don't close the park to normal guests till 8 o'clock. So you will still have
with the crowds until just for an hour
or so.
Yeah. So, which is not that bad.
And so they clear the park and then you have 3 hours, but the criticism is coming in, from the food offering. It's not like an Orlando or Former.
Yeah.
Event.
It's just little
It's like popcorn and some other shit that Disney does.
Oh, well, and the problem is that when the Informer actually included Epic Universe, that thing sold in like 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had to add another date, but that sold out in 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of like...
And everyone's looking at the food and beverage offers saying, I'd rather do Orlando Informer.
Yeah, but...
Pay extra money.
But they're not doing Epic Universe. Like, they did Epic Universe, but it like sold out so quickly that it gives people no real chance to actually...
You have to have that credit card ready.
You have to have that credit card ready in 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not fair to people who really just want to actually experience it. And the price tag, I think, is $179.
Yeah.
For 3 hours, really, 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
whereas with the Informer event, you get several hours. I think they run till 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yes, but at the same time, you're not right now. they don't have the Epic Universe. They only have the Universal and Islands, which Universal Studios and Islands, which is good, but it was really nice when
That's
they
all
had
they
Epic.
have left.
That's all they have left. But I think what they need to do is really start offering some better things for people to really want to spend $179 for 3 extra hours. That doesn't include the day. That only includes at 7:00. So what you will get mostly is local people who really have either the annual pass. They spend the day at Universal or Islands. They spend the day there, then come over to Epic at 7:00 and have free time.
Yeah.
So, it's not really for the people who really want to travel and actually, experience that. So, I think they're going to if they want to do that, they should lower the price.
Especially with some whack ass popcorn.
Yeah, I don't think
some kimchi or whatever it is.
People want value. Yeah. They want value. Oh, forgot. One more story. We'll be right back. Give me a second. This brings me to my last story and my last thought. When we went to July 4th, we thought that we were going to Epic, actually. We went to Epic Universe. We thought that we were going to have lines upon lines. It was going to be absolutely crowded because it's July 4th. We were thinking that we were not going to be able to ride our rides. That's why we made Epic Universe on July 4th our second day at Epic Universe. We had one day before where we got to do everything on Express Pass, which was great. And then we came, just thinking that we were just going to eat around, vibe out for the day, and then see fireworks. But what we noticed and what we've been noticing that entire day was that the lines were really, really short, especially even on the big rides that we thought that we were definitely going to never be able to ride on July 4th. We were able to ride it because crowds are not there. We experienced the same thing at Carowinds. We went to Carowinds. We also experienced the same thing. We went to King's Dominion recently. The crowds.
Don't forget about Disney.
And Disney. The crowds are not there. Why the hell is this? And there's a lot of theories going around. A lot of
theories. I was also reading a lot of forums that some people think is economic. Some people think that it's just that everyone believes that the parks are going to be so crowded, so they just don't go. Because you look at Christmas, the waits are unbelievable. You look at Thanksgiving, the waits are unbelievable. You look at Halloween, the waits are unbelievable. You look at spring break, the waits are unbelievable. So like all of these holiday seasons, you think the waits are going to be unbelievable. So everyone's like, I'm going to stay my ass home 4th of July. And everyone probably thought the same thing. And then no one went.
Well, but
Disney, they also closed off their annual passes to 4th of July.
We could say that if it was just 4th of July, but then we went to Carowinds on a Monday, which is a premium summer day. This is like the summer, like where, kids are out, parents are doing vacations, this and the other, literally walk-ons on a lot of the rides. Then we traveled back up to our home. We decided to stop at King's Dominion.
Same
thing. And this is not July 4th anymore. This is like premium summer days where, back in the day, these days were like bustling with so many crowds, so many people, especially on regional parks. As we're not even talking about the big Universal or Disney parks. We're looking at even wait times because, Will, and out of habit, he always goes onto the apps and looks at wait times.
I was looking today. They were busy.
So, I mean, today they might be busy, but you never, I don't know. Look, I'm saying there might be something to this to where we have to also look at the economy. We also have to look at, people and experiences, are taking a back seat. to a lot of this, to stuff not being able to be affordable. Is this something that the industry is going to be looking at in the future as to what, they're doing to get people to come to their parks? I don't know. Let me see. Event up. Universal Nights at Epic Universe.
Kimchi bao at so one of the foods is unlimited snacks and dig into berry flavored celestial popcorn and crispy kimchi bao at Celestial Park. Coca-Cola beverages, enjoy refills in a provided cup from any Coca-Cola Freestyle station. Tickets will be $179 plus tax per person.
Oh, we were just looking at
August 13th.
Universal Nights.
Looks basic as fuck. I'd rather do Orlando Informer. No thanks.
Yeah, but the Informer doesn't include Epic, and I want Epic.
Mm-hmm.
This is some bullshit. Okay, anyway. I hope you enjoyed our podcast and our little rants and our stories, and we hope that you enjoy our videos, and we will definitely get to our visual podcast, but just wanted to give you something, a little Easter egg here and there. But if you like our content, of course, please subscribe. Please do all the likes to our podcast. Leave a comment on the podcast. And it says on one of the buttons, if you could send us an email so we could read some of your comments and read some of your likes or dislikes about what we do. Maybe you might not like it. Let me know. Something. I don't care. But that will do it for our show. And we will see you on the next Audio Thrill Seeking Teachers podcast. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening to another Thrill Seeking Teachers podcast.
And please stay tuned in a couple of weeks for our next podcast. Also, keep your eyes peeled for our Thrill Seeking Teachers vlogs as we have a couple of new ones coming. Thank you.
Woo!